This is my problem with Dorit. She takes things and then makes them personal, and then she becomes the victim. When I said it to Erica, we were all having a good time.
But we are having a good time, you guys.
If you have to say it like that, we're not having a good time.
I'm saying that because you just attacked me.
I feel like for you and your privilege, I can't.
The word of attack has a different meaning when it comes from a white woman to a black woman. It just does. I don't think Dorit meant to hurt Garcelle, but it does hurt Garcelle.
It feels like an unconscious Karen behavior with you.
I want to learn and know about your plight.
I don't think Dorit is malicious or mean, but that's all I really wanted, was her to hear me. I'd like to get to know more.
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations on the Astro Award and the NAACP nominations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You had a great year in front of and behind the camera.
Yeah. How about that?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, that scene on the beach with the boys,
I know.
It was rough. Are you being more selective with your work project? I'm assuming you always are.
I've always been.
Right.
I've always been, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing reality, honestly, was because I needed to be home. Everything I was doing was taking me away. So when this came around, I was like, yeah, let me consider it. It keeps me home.
You said on the after show that you wished Mike had been the one to tell the boys about his infidelity. What was his reaction to learning that Jax had Googled it, and has he talked to the boys about it?
He would never talk to me about it, nor the boys, which is why I take on...
He still hasn't talked to the boys about it?
This is why I take on so much responsibility with talking about sex, talking about feelings, because if they don't get it from me, they're not going to get it anywhere else.
So I want to move on to the tension that boiled over between Garcelle and Dorit this year. It started in Vegas when Garcelle said that she couldn't trust the group around the kids. And Dorit, it seemed to hurt you more than anyone else.
Listen, we're all mothers. You know, it made me sad. And it hurt me to hear that a friend of mine doesn't trust me.
It also hurt my feelings to watch friends of mine laugh at the situation of a 14-year-old being cussed at.
You guys, did you miss what Erica said to Garcelle's son, the 14-year-old, to go off?
I know.
I was there.
I mean, it's not funny, but it is funny.
I think it's great that she did that.
So let's call it even.
I completely understand that, but it seems like you're holding on to a grudge of that. Anyway,
it was
supportive.
adding to it. So I felt the way I felt because I saw the scene, and then me sharing my feelings, you being defensive and not letting me just have my feelings. And you're like, you know, it happened a year ago. You should be fine.
It's not that. It was
It
more
was that,
of...
though. I wasn't singling you out. That's why I feel like when people are guilty, they take it on.
I just felt sad. I felt sad that you felt that way.
Then just say that.
So, Garcelle,
Yes.
you said you don't believe Dorit is racist, but you do believe she's an unconscious Karen.
Yeah,
the
just
difference
like she's...
being just
unaware, just, you know, just not... I feel like the word attack just seemed unnecessary for me saying, no, why are you just trying to embarrass her?
I don't know all the words. I don't know all the words and all the things. But, you know, they're also, you have to judge on character, you know, and intent. You know that I would never deliberately do something to hurt you, okay? And if you do, by the way, otherwise, then tell me.
You were attacked by strangers in your
robbed.
home. You were robbed. You were at a gunpoint. You were attacked. You know the difference. You lived strangers in your house with guns and your children in their bedrooms, which is horrific. But yet you say to me that I attacked you when you know what an attack is.
coming up. Coco on X wants to know when you made out with the driver. And was it more than once?
Maybe.
I want a driver with benefits.
He's good looking, too.
Wow, good for you.
You say to me that I attacked you when you know what an attack is.
Can I chime in here for a second?
Please.
Okay, I just want to say something. When you guys were having this conversation and you said to Dorit, you don't call black women angry.
I remember exactly
You don't
what I
call
said.
them aggressive.
Yeah.
When we were sitting at Sutton's store and I was unfortunately asking you about your esophagus, Sutton said to me, why are you yelling at me when I was clearly not yelling at her?
You're not my doctor, what?
I get it, but you're saying things that don't make
yell at
sense.
me.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell, but I'm just like, that was
don't
kind
yell
of
at me
rude to say
then.
too. I don't mean to
She's not yelling at you.
And you were right there. You didn't say anything. No, I'm talking,
We all
guys.
yell
I'm
at each
talking.
other.
I'm talking.
We all yell at each other.
I'm a black woman too. And that is somebody weaponizing me as a black woman, trying to make me look aggressive.
You can stand up for yourself, which you were doing perfectly fine that entire night.
I'm still talking. So I was being weaponized as a black woman, trying to imply that I'm yelling at her when I'm clearly not. Who stood up for me? This one did.
Okay.
I want to get back to Dorit. Did you and Garcelle finish it?
Garcelle labeled me, and you made assumptions.
You also labeled me as angry, or attacking. Then that changes somebody's perception when they meet me, right?
I didn't label you as attacking.
You said you attacked me.
Yes, that is used all the time. If you go back and look, I would say thousands and thousands of times.
But
do you understand? I didn't choose.
It's the
Of course, I
awareness.
understand. You said I live in a bubble.
Right.
Dorit lives in a bit of a bubble. It just triggers me. We live in a world now. We're aware, we're woke, whatever you want to say, and I feel like she's not in that world.
And then you went online and you said, I'm happily living in my bubble. You doubled down.
Garcelle.
It just felt like, wow, this girl is really clueless.
Yeah. In hindsight, it was a big mistake on my part.
Then why didn't you take it down?
Because
I think you did it twice.
No.
Didn't you do 2 posts?
The next one was to clarify. The only bubble I live in.
I can't.
Do you really believe that I was doing that to stick up my middle finger?
That's what it was perceived as, Dorit.
It didn't
what
really
do you
land.
think? What do you
Did you think it landed?
No,
Did you
it
think
most certainly
landed?
did not land.
Okay.
I'm asking, do you think I did that? Do you think that was my intention?
Yes.
Yes.
It was like you were doubling down on it.
It didn't. It just didn't. It was cut and run.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to leave it like I didn't care or like I was sticking my middle finger up. I wanted to clarify. I don't live in a bubble. Garcelle, they're very, very big accusations. They're very big accusations.
So
and
was
it's
the
not
word you used for me.
Listen, 2 things can be true.
Right.
And I think one thing that I've learned is that it's really important to kind of listen and say less a lot of times in situations like this. Where do you go from here, I guess, is the bigger question.
To a break, because I need one.
Tell me this. Do you like me?
Sometimes.
Do you have a problem with me?
There's something, obviously.
Obviously. Do you want to try to work through it? Do you want to have a friendship?
I'm not sure.
Okay.